Oh dear, do I have to correct the last video I made? She didn't get a criminal record for that. Can you believe this? This system is such a joke. So she breaks into an old lady's house 2 doors down because she thought that lady was spying on her and had all her clothes, and she wanted to go into the house to prove that she had her clothes. Okay, the lady was inside and got scared and called the police, and was panicking probably for about 20 minutes. And Sophie also had a big wad of money because I gave her 300 because I owed her some money from this. I was going to she was I owed her some rent money, and I held that money back, so I was going to give it to her because I was going to pay for a lawyer to help her get stuff, and she didn't end up using she didn't end up having a lawyer for to try and get her kids, so I ended up just giving it to her in cash. But anyway, she went in there, and there was this big sort of went in ended up going to jail, of course, for a night. I don't even know if she made it for a night because I told her that my sister had gone through a mental breakdown, because I remember also that morning she was talking about how, I don't know, there was some sort of cat that seemed to be around, and um, uh, she was saying some very strange things. So let's just say that. But yeah, she didn't get a criminal record for that, but she did get a criminal record for posting a picture of her son online. Isn't that a joke? Like, the whole point of a criminal record is that if you do it again, there'll be record of you doing it before, and they'll know what to expect. Now, if someone has got a mental illness and they do a criminal activity under a mental illness, I think it would be very important to put that in their criminal record. Also state that it was because of a mental breakdown. Why? Because if Sophie does it again, which, to be honest, could happen. She's in a sort of stable-ish relationship right now, but I don't know how stable it is. I mean, I don't know how long it's lasting. I know she's pregnant and I know she's having his kid, but he's he's also got an ex who's with 3 children. So I don't know if he ever goes back with that woman. It's not surprise. It wouldn't surprise me, and it wouldn't surprise her. She's already said this, but right now she's in a fairly stable-ish relationship. And if she loses that relationship, the same thing could happen. She could end up breaking into someone else's house, and without a criminal record, they wouldn't know what to expect. Now, if there is a criminal record, oh, she did this, but she was having a mental breakdown. If she did it again, they'll be able to look at the record and think, oh, well, you've done this, and you were having a mental breakdown. Oh, so you're having a mental breakdown now. I was able to help her before last time because I also said that I spoke to her that morning, and she was saying that her son was walking outside, and it was just like, that's not true. There's no, your son's in London and you're in Brighton. There's no way there's no way your son could be outside. And so she was saying some very strange things, and wasn't really responding to my conversation. And I was getting kind of worried. And it was that evening that she ended up going. We were going to come and see her the next day because we saw the importance of it, because we knew she was going through some sort of mental breakdown, but she obviously did something criminal before then. But I can see the importance of having that on a criminal record, because if she does it again, they'll be able to say, oh, well, you've done criminal activity under some sort of mental illness, and therefore, obviously, you might be going through the same kind of mental breakdown again, and that would actually help her. It would help the public, and having a criminal record is supposed to be so that if you do the crime again, the people who are sort of dealing with the case know what to expect, or perhaps know the reason why it happened. Now, if someone's posted a picture of their son on Facebook, the court shouldn't even be getting involved. It's got the police shouldn't be getting involved. I mean, if you're doing lots of pictures, if it was a big series of pictures, and I know you're trying to get some sort of fame off your child or something, or using your child as sort of leverage, as a way of self promotion or something, and the father who is currently looking after the child and doesn't want this. I can completely understand that, because you don't really want lots of pictures of a child of your child when if you're the carer, you don't really want someone who's not the carer and someone who's mentally unstable to take lots of pictures and start posting them all over the place. But one picture, it's just like, this is ridiculous. And so she's got a criminal record for something that just isn't bad, is just isn't a problem, isn't causing anyone a problem. She doesn't even have that many followers or friends, so it's just a joke. And then she does something that would actually benefit the police office. If she does it again, the police would love to know this fact, and yeah, I don't know if they're going to call me next time. You know, if I'm not in England, if I'm in America, or just like forgetting about Sophie, which is probably what I'd like to do. I'd like to move on from this mess of a life that I'm living and not have anything more to do with it. Um, but you know, if this happens again, the police need the record that she's had a mental breakdown and ended up breaking into someone's house. You know, they need that record because that's going to help her, and it's going to help give clarification to maybe the person's house that she's broken into. Oh, she's done it before. She's mentally ill. She's obviously going through a breakdown again. You know, that I don't understand what are people mad? I think people are mad here.